You a little bit of information about the tragic events we had yesterday. At about 9:40 last night, we received a 911 call at 4562 Wintry Drive of 4 people down. Officers responded from the West Chester Police Department along with the Ohio State Highway Patrol. We located 4 people deceased inside from apparent gunshots. The officers cleared the scene and an immediate search of the area began with the Fairfield K-9 and the Ohio State Highway Patrol Air Unit for any suspects. Deceased inside appears as all family. There's 3 female victims and 1 male victim. They are all adults. There was also some reports that there was a fire inside. There was unattended food that was being prepped at the time, and that's where the call from the smoke and the fire came. There was no intentionally fire set or anything. At this time, we are actively working this case, looking to identify a suspect. The safety of the community is paramount for us, so we're diligently working to ensure that everybody is safe in the community, but we are attempting to identify a suspect at this time. That's basic information I have. I'll take a few questions if you have them. It's early in the investigation, and we're not releasing the information that we do have, but it was multiple gunshots. We're canvassing the area for witnesses. If anybody has any information, please contact us. We've spoken with many residents down there that did hear things, but we're diligently following up with anybody we can to get that information.
Have you ruled out that the shooter is not among the dead?
It's a little early in that investigation to say that, but it does not appear that the shooter is among the dead.
Did any of those victims fire back? Have you been able to determine?
No, that we're still, investigating, but it does not appear that there was any return fire.
Do you have a person of interest?
We were just, it's a little early to even name anybody or a person of interest. We're just following up on every lead we have, interviewing any witnesses, anybody that heard anything, any family members, and everything to see where this investigation takes us.
Do you know if these people live in that apartment?
They do. They are residents of the apartment. All 4 appear to have reside there.
And about the ages of these people?
They're adults. I'll let the coroner identify once they confirm that.
And the person who was banging on the doors in the 911 calls?
That was the caller. It was a family member that discovered him.
Okay. And so there were 5 people in this apartment that lived in this apartment?
I can't confirm how many live there, but it's another family member that arrived.
Were they known to you guys at all? Or were these people you were familiar with?
No. There's been no unusual calls there, no, just your normal calls for service. We've had squad runs there. We've had an assault report there. We've had just a theft call, nothing out of the ordinary.
At that apartment?
At that apartment, yes.
Last night you said there was no threat to the community. Is it safe to say that this was a very specific targeted attack?
I don't think I said no threat. I said that we didn't.
I said it was no imminent.
Yes.
Has the school right near there in Denver been put on lockdown or anything?
No. The school's not on lockdown. The school is aware of the situation, of what's going on, and we still have officers on the scene. We'll have them there for a while until we get every bit of information we have. We still, as far as the threat, we're actively searching and using every resource we have and resources that around the surrounding agencies and in the state.
Is the caller still in custody?
No, the caller was never in custody. The caller was questioned as far as just as a witness of what occurred.
Were there any signs of a break-in?
I don't have that information. As we investigate and follow up, we'll have that later on in the investigation.
Chief, did you get descriptions from any witnesses of anyone leaving the scene around the time?
I don't want to get into what we have at this time, but we have plenty of witnesses so far that have come forward of what they've heard and what they saw, and we're compiling all that now and following up on those leads.
Do you believe you're looking for one person or more than one?
I don't want to get into that part. It's too early in investigation to say exactly what we have and whether it's one person or multiple.
Is it too early to even comment or speculate on the motive?
Yes. Yes, be too early for us to speculate. This is going to be very complex, obviously, scene when you have 4 victims of a homicide. putting the connection together of who this is and their involvement and who they could all be involved in. It's going to be quite extensive investigation.
The 911 caller said that the victims were bleeding from their heads. Can you confirm that they were shot in the head?
I'll leave that to the coroner on the cause of death and where they were shot, but it was multiple gunshots that were fired in the apartment.
And were they hit more than once, do you know?
I'll leave that for the coroner to.
How broad is this search right now? Can you speak to that at all?
No, I can't speak as far as how broad it is. I can just tell you multiple agencies have assisted us, have reached out to offer assistance, and state agencies and local also.
So are you guys handling this by yourselves, or is somebody like BCI assisting, or the sheriff's office?
We've been in contact with BCI. We've been in contact with the Sheriff's Department, and we've been in contact with Fairfield PD, Mason PD, Middletown PD. Pretty much when you have a scene like this, we reach out to any resource we can, and we'll utilize it to the best of our abilities.
Has West Chester ever had?
Are there any children involved in the family? Maybe someone you have right now or called JFS?
There's children that did reside at the apartment that are with family right now.
So were
Has
the
West
children?
Chester ever had a
No.
homicide this large with 4 people?
Yes. Well, we've had a shooting in the past this large. Watkins Trucking, we had a mass shooting. I think 5 people were shot. This was around 2003.
So now, outside of being questioned as a witness, is the caller being investigated any further?
I'm sorry.
Now, outside of being questioned as a witness, is the caller being investigated any further?
It's too early in investigation to say that of where this investigation is taking us, and we're just following down leads. And that person has a lot of information for us since they were the person to discover the homicide.
Any question there?
No, we do not have them here questioning. Oh, yes, yes.
And the children were not at the residence at the time? Or
They were not at the residence at the time.
I know you are not releasing the name of any persons of interest, but do you all know the identity of the suspect you were looking for? Do you have a suspect?
We don't have a suspect at this time. We have several people that we're going to follow up with and determine where their locations were and everything. But to say that we're looking at one person, no.
What would you say to the residents of the apartment complex right now?
Just be diligent as far as your surroundings and that, because obviously we don't have somebody in custody, and that's paramount to us is their safety. So reach out to us. Anything you see, anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to give us a call. You know, nothing's too small. It could be the most minute thing that they think nothing of that helps this case.
Are they in danger?
I don't feel there's any danger in the community down there. Seems to be an isolated, but like I said, it's early in investigation, so we'll continue, and they'll definitely see a presence from us in the
Those
area.
calls you mentioned to that apartment, they were while the people who are living there now live there?
I did not go that far into looking. I just know in the last 10 years, we've had like 4 or 5 calls there.
In the last 10 years?
Mhm.
Okay, so it may or may not.
It may or may not be.
Do you know how long those folks have lived there?
No, I do not.
You said that there was food on the stove that started a fire, so, I mean, have these people been on the ground or, been down for a while, or was this food on the stove there and whatever happened, and these people are in the middle of making food or whatever?
It appeared they were in the middle of food preparation. Don't have a time frame of how long it had been on there or the time frame from when the caller discovered them. So we're still looking into that of how long it was there.
Does the apartment have surveillance cameras?
We're looking into that at this time of what's available. We're looking into all surveillance in the area.
Are those autopsies going to be done today?
I don't believe they are today. There's a possibility, I think, today, but I'll let the Butler County coroner answer that.
Can I clarify the timeline on this? Was this originally a fire call, and was fire who first found them, or were you guys first called?
No, this was dispatched as 4 people down inside an apartment.
Before you received that call, did you get any calls about gunshots or gunfire or anything from any of the neighbors?
I believe that was our first call, was the one from the person that discovered them. There was no other gunshot calls before that.
Do you have a basic idea of how long it may have been
before that gentleman came home and found his family members from the time that that shooting actually happened?
It's too early investigation to set that timeline. I'm sure we'll have that not, in the near future, but it's a little early preliminary to give us, to say the exact time frame. We're putting that together now.
Do you have any idea when you might release the names of the victims?
That, I'll leave that to the coroner's office to release that.
Is that usually, I'm not sure how quick they usually do that here. Is that usually something that comes in a day or a week or basic time?
I think it depends on notification of other family members and those factors that weigh in before when they release. They don't withhold it with no reason. They'll release it when they are able to.
When we get the next again?
And are you expecting any other announcements today?
I don't expect any other announcements today. Like I said, we've been working through the night, so the investigators, now they're on shifts, rotating in and out, and we don't plan anything today unless obviously if we were to make major break in the case and make an arrest, then we would notify you. All right? Thank you.